Hey, thank you everybody for joining me on today's video. I wanted to talk a little bit about not an issue, but something that I was unaware of when I actually purchased the Audi R8. Now, when I went up there, I kind of had an idea of what I was looking for, but as we finished the process, the sales guy actually handed me 4 keys. And I didn't really think much of it at the time, but as I was actually sitting there yesterday, I was putting everything away, had all my documents that I was putting away, and I looked at the 4 keys. 2 of them are just normal keys. They're just typical keys that you have that you put in the ignition, which is completely normal. And then there are 2 different special keys, and those are these right here. And the guy actually had them on kind of a cool little carbon fiber chain. And one looks kind of like a normal key. It's got a Audi R8, or I guess I should just say the Audi logo on it. And then the other one is just this black key that has the Audi logo. Now, a lot of you watching this may have an idea of exactly what this is. I honestly do not, and I haven't actually taken a look at what it is, and I thought I would kind of go through that process today to see exactly what the keys do, and maybe even try them out, see what exactly what they entail. But as always, if you ever have a question on your vehicle of what something does or how something should work, the best place to look is the owner's manual. Don't forget that. A lot of people overlook the importance of the owner's manual. So I'm actually gonna grab the Audi R8 owner's manual right now. Okay, so I have the manual and it's very nice. It should be. It's an expensive vehicle, but it's nice in this kind of like really soft binding. And then we have the manual right here. Let's see here. Yeah, owner's manual. It's actually hard bound, so that's kind of nice. Let's see here. Let's see if we can actually just go to the glossary. A lot of times you can find exactly what you're looking for if you go through the glossary. People kind of want to scroll through the whole thing, but let's just look at keys here. Key. Battery replacement, emergency key, key replacement, remote master key. So I see emergency key, and I'm guessing an emergency key is actually a key just to get into the vehicle. But let's see here. It is on page, I probably should look at the page, it's 42. Pretty close to the front of the book here. Okay, yeah, so it actually has listed out, and I don't know if you guys can actually see that, but it has the 4 keys, the 2 regular keys, a B key and a C key. So let's read about this. Obviously it's the master key is the 2 fobs, regular fobs. So there's a valet key and an emergency key. The valet key, which looks like it is the regular kind of looking key, just a little bit smaller, which is this one. It's not the black key. The valet key only fits the lock in the driver's door and the ignition lock. If you leave the key with somebody else, you are well advised to turn over the valet key only. Be aware that the front lid and glove compartment can be opened from inside the vehicle using the release buttons. So my guess is yeah, this is so if you're driving it somewhere and you just want to give the valet a regular, very basic key, that's probably the one you want to give them. It doesn't say that it actually does anything special. See, I know there's vehicles like Corvette, as I'm always using as an example, they have like a valet mode where they can't go and rev the car up a bunch. They can't take it for a huge test drive if that's what they want to so choose to do. And then if you lose a key, no, that's emergency key. The emergency key is only for temporary use if the vehicle key should be lost or misplaced. I was assuming the emergency key would only open the vehicle, but this doesn't say that, so maybe we should try. I'd be really shocked if this started the vehicle. There's no way. It's literally only plastic. I don't know if that really means anything. Maybe it does. Okay, well, let's give it a try and see what these keys can do. So it sounds like this key isn't going to do anything but a normal key. It's just the valet doesn't have full access, or I don't even know if that's true. It just doesn't have the buttons on it. I don't understand what really the point is. I guess if they were to lose this key, it's probably not near as expensive as a master key. You can centrally lock and unlock the vehicle and the start engine with the master key with the remote control. Looks like this does everything. Let's give it a try and see what they both will do. So I'm actually going to try the regular valet key first and just see, obviously there's no buttons on it, so you're just gonna insert it into the lock mechanism. So let's just see, it should open the vehicle. Which it did. Okay. So let's see if we can start it up with this valet key. So far, so good. Okay, so that actually worked. It started the car up just fine. I'm guessing it'll lock the car. I'm going to try that right now. Okay, so we know this is a perfectly good key to use. Like I said, I'm guessing it just doesn't have the master buttons on it. So again, I think if a valet lost this, it would be a lot less of a big deal than your true key. It's probably a lot cheaper, but I bet you it's still not cheap because I'm guessing it still has to have all the chip in there and everything. That's why I'm really shocked if this starts. This is a very small little black plastic key. They said it's only for emergencies. Guess we'll give it a try and see what happens. So the car's locked. Let's just see. I'm assuming at least we'll unlock the car. Okay, so it unlocked the vehicle. Gonna get to try it right now. Let me put it in accessory mode. Okay, so this key works. This key does everything that the other key does. I'm shocked. I guess I was assuming that this emergency key at the very least maybe got you in and out of your vehicle, but it will start the car. So these are all, I have 4 working keys, which is really nice. I guess I don't understand the difference really. I mean, I guess, so this being all plastic, it was really hard to turn the ignition. It really didn't want to kick over. I thought I was going to break the key. I was a little worried, but it went ahead and turned over. So yeah, you wouldn't want to use this in everyday use, but it worked. It did, other than having the buttons, there's no buttons on it, but other than that, it did exactly what all the other keys did. So I have 4 keys that I can use to start this vehicle. So I definitely don't want to lose one. These are very important. So I will definitely put these away. I'm gonna put them back in the safe, but that's really good to know because, you know, if you're ever in a really big jam, you still have 2 really good keys to use. I don't know about taking this. I guess if you went out to eat, like I said, to give to the valet, but I don't know. I don't think I would actually do that. I probably would just take my regular key. It's kind of nice having the lock, unlock mechanism. Maybe you could leave this in your car. I guess that's maybe the best thing, is to leave it in your console or in your glove box, and then you can just hand this to them and keep your own set of keys. That might not be a bad idea, actually. So, but very interesting. I had no idea that's what it was. Very, very cool. But again, the owner's manual gave me all the information I needed to know. It was not what I expected, but very cool. Now we know a little bit more about the Audi R8. I hope you guys found it interesting. I definitely did. Who knew that it came with 4 keys? But again, good to know, and just a little bit more we found out about the Audi R8. Thank you guys so much for joining me on today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, found it interesting. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys tomorrow as always.